I'm Hamza Abbas, and this is HLCTV. My Health Matters. Today I have the opportunity to be talking with a great friend of mine, my big brother, my mentor, Ahmed Ishmael.
So, Hums,
How you, man?
I'm good, bro. I'm good.
First, I want to start off. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
But first, I want to start off with, you know, just saying that I want to give props and shout outs to the frontline people.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people out here at this time putting their life on the line for us. They standing out on the front line without the proper protective gear, without the proper PPE. People are working without getting paid. People are leaving their homes to volunteer to help in this time of crisis. So I want to say thank you to them personally, bus drivers, police officers, firefighters who are friends and family of ours. Not just people that we know, but people who are in our family. EMT workers, the state people, DIFUS working, making sure that the foster care stuff is going
and yourself.
Well. I appreciate that.
Yourself.
I'm out there.
I watch you out there still feeding the kids.
Definitely.
And, doing the lunch program.
Definitely.
You got James Carey. He's still out there feeding those who need food.
Definitely, man.
So it's a lot.
We got a lot of friends and family.
It's real.
We got supervisors, our brothers.
Right.
run
working.
the situation for recreation. Malik Jackson, he has to work every day.
That's right.
Shafi
gotta work.
is
Right.
the head guy at the dog can at the animal shelter. He's got to work every day, and his crew's got to work every day.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of people that we know, we directly in contact, that's putting it on the line every day, and they have families, so they're going outside, coming back, and have to deal with their family.
Absolutely.
So I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. HLC TV
No doubt.
wants to say to you, thank you very much, and we appreciate you, man.
Yeah, man. No.
But
I'm home. Locked in. Every once in a while I go outside.
Self-quarantine.
And get some air.
Yeah, you got to get some air.
Have my mask on. I don't mess around. Got my mask on.
You should wear your PPE if you have it.
No, it's a serious time, man. And I just feel like during this time, we have to start unifying, because this is what this is all about. This is really, if you think about in a crisis, this is the time when people always come together.
Definitely.
And I heard you in your last show, when you was talking about being in a crisis situation and knowing the things to do, especially for this virus.
Right.
This virus is a little different than the other viruses because it's worldwide.
Right.
Normally we'll be talking about something happening in Africa or something happening in some other country.
Right.
But nah.
Yeah, this is home front. This is here for us. We walking in it every day. We live in it, man. And the thing is, what I'm starting to see too is I'm starting to see the narrative change, and people are starting to become aware of the severity of what's going on, right? Because there are people dying every day. There are people sick, and there are people recovering too.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I think people, and I'm very proud to say that, at least in the areas that I've been in, Elizabeth, Newark is doing a good job, man.
Yeah.
The mayor there is really working hard. Hillside, they're doing really well with social distancing.
Yeah.
All the stores, all the essential stores that you go to get your food, they're practicing it. They're letting you know. There's a place that I go to, a Dunkin' Donuts in Hillside. They only allow 2 people in at a time. They prefer you to go through the drive-through. I prefer to go through the drive-through, but it's serious,
No, it's serious.
But I think we're practicing great measures. I think the people are understanding that it is a pandemic.
Right.
It's serious. It's affecting us. It's touching us. When you hear the numbers, they're alarming.
Yeah.
Like I said last time, the numbers are a little padded because you could work in and out of different situations and find different numbers for different things. And I appreciate the people who are bringing us the numbers, because it makes it a little bit realer for me with the numbers. But on the other hand, just people walking around with masks and gloves on, man.
Listen,
they wearing the PPE.
And I'll tell you like this, coming from a more of a mental part of this. We all know the physical and the toll that it's taking on people who are dying, people who are getting really, really sick. I just got a call right before we started from my cousin who was sick for like 3 weeks. He's better now.
Right.
And he was just saying the same thing. He was just like, the doctor was telling him the good thing is that his oxygen intake was well.
Good.
So that's why he was able to fight it because he has heart problems.
Yeah.
So, you know, but mentally, when you going through a crisis, you know, just think about, we all was babies at one time. And when a baby is crying, the first thing they want you to do is pick them up and hug them.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
And I think that's what we have to start doing. Even though we can't do it physically,
Right.
we have to start encouraging each other. We have to start loving each other. We have to start checking in on our brother at least 3 to 4 times a week.
Right.
Just to say hi.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes, you know, like me, I'm not necessarily a phone person.
Right.
I may get on the phone with me and you may kick it for a half hour.
Right.
But everybody else says, all right, good. See you, click.
Yeah.
But now, nah. I'm on the phone for an hour.
Yeah.
Because I know what this thing is about. Because I feel it.
Right.
Sometimes I'm sitting here and I'm going, man.
Right.
I can't go nowhere.
No, it's real.
Yeah.
It's real. It's almost like being locked up, right? You putting yourself under arrest.
Mm-hmm.
And when you in those situations, it becomes mental,
Right.
it becomes strenuous,
Right.
because what we call it is overthinking the process, right? So you sitting here and
absolutely.
it's 1,000 things running through your body, like, yo, did I do this? Did I do that? Did I do this?
Right.
And then you wanna kind of like, you put a punch list together, so now you want to kind of do it like, oh, I'm running out of eggs, I need a newspaper, you know, whatever it is, and you trying to get out there or trying to find the right time, you know, to travel. So yeah, it's mental, man, because you using your brain in every situation.
Yes.
And we talk about from a health standpoint,
Ooh, yeah.
you know what I mean, the power it takes to burn fuel from your brain. Your brain takes fuel from everywhere in your body. It zaps all the fat, you know what I mean? Like when it needs energy, it's going to search for it. And I was just talking to a friend earlier and I was kind of venting and I was telling them, like, I'm getting tired of trying to navigate my way through. I want to stay home.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I want to stay in the house for 14 days.
Right.
And not because I don't want to be out here, or not because, you know, and I'm not scared of controversy and I'm not scared of what happens, you know, and I put my soul and hands in God.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And the beautiful thing is, you know, I'm Muslim and Ramadan is getting ready to come up on us in a couple of days. Yeah. So it gives me another outlet. But I was just venting about how, you know, it's people mad because they got to stay in the house.
Right.
I'm mad because I can't stay in the house right now. You know what I mean?
Well, you still got your moms to take care of.
Yeah, no, I have my moms, and I got to work. You know,
work.
Listen, man, I got to get out there and I got to, you know, try to provide and put some food on the plate. You know what I mean? So I got to work and I got to take care of my mother. And like I said, I'm not mad at that because my mom's doing well.
Oh, yeah.
She's doing beautifully.
She's
coming
lady.
along, man. She's a bull, man. She's a boy, ain't no doubt about that. So, but I'm just trying to, you know, speak from the other side. If you at home, man, and you quarantine and you locked in there and you know what I mean? You doing the right thing.
Oh, no
you know what I mean?
doubt
Don't give up on that. You know what I mean? You doing the right
Mm.
thing because you protecting yourself, you safe, and that's where it all starts from. You know, it starts from you being safe and protecting yourself. And while you at home, learn a couple of things about yourself.
Listen, I've been reading. I'm reading. I mean, I might have read the last 2 years. I might have read 2 books. I done finished 3 books already. You know, so I'm starting to, you know, find myself again in that realm. You know what I'm saying? Like getting that study on. And, you know, and every once in a while, you know, Latifah come over and he'll bring the baby and we'll play some games and stuff like that. Yeah. And I'm starting to find the stuff like, you know what? I want to meditate today. Today, I'm going to sit here.
It's a beautiful thing.
I'm going to chill out for a little bit. I'm going to get some meditation in for at least 15, 20 minutes. Just start getting back into myself and start focusing. And then I get on the phone, and when I talk to people, now I can talk to them with some confidence and some feel good.
Yeah.
Because everybody needs some feel good.
You got to have some feel good, man.
Because I know when this thing is over, jokers going to be losing their minds.
It's crazy because I was just thinking, like, what is the first thing I'm going to want to do? You know what I mean?
It depends on what, if it's Friday or Saturday. Because if it's Friday or Saturday, everybody going out.
Yeah. So I was playing with that. Matter of fact, last night I was just playing with that. Like, what is the first thing I'm, you know, when the doors open up, what is the first thing you're gonna do? Right. And so, you know, with all that being said, man, and being in this pandemic, some words of enlightenment, man, something that you could leave somebody with, you know what I mean, so that they know that they not in vain, that they not just sitting home lost and suffocated.
Absolutely.
Nobody caring, nobody having nothing to say. And this is the beautiful thing about social media, right?
Yes.
Because like we dropped the show last week, man. We almost up to 3,000 views, man. It's going crazy out here.
Right.
And so you have a lot of time to self-reflect, right?
Right.
And to spread information. And what I've been doing is I've been like linking up with a few different people, just not even people that's on anything, but
right.
someone who decided that they were going to do an alkaline diet while they locked in. They learned about alkalinity, and now they alkaline and everything. You know what I mean? So now you changing your life.
Bro, let me show you something. Let me show you something. I'm going to tell you, listen, because I listen to you. I'm getting stupid. All right, right here. I'm going to tell you what this is.
Okay.
This is my, this right here, oregano oil.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
Don't mess around
Don't mess around. Oregano oil is real.
Oh, no doubt. This is my vitamin B12.
Gotta have that.
Vitamin B12.
Gotta have it. If it's essential, that's essential right there. You
no
talking about essential working? That's essential work right there.
And this is my vitamin C. And I got all liquid.
Yeah.
But I also have a superfood, which my dates.
Oh, that's our pleasure right there.
Oh, this is it.
Huh?
This is a superfood.
It's a superfood.
You know? So, no, man, no, it's real.
Yeah.
And you have to start taking your health, your physical health, but your mental health as well. Because I'm going to tell you something. This is sad. But we all have, or know, people who have passed away during this time. Which normally, on a normal funeral day, the place is packed.
Yeah.
You know, and now everybody can't go. And basically it's this family, because everybody's scared. If I go, I might catch it. I might this. And trust me, I'm gonna say it, but people scared.
Of course.
And that's why I was just saying what I was saying earlier, is that we got to give virtual hugs. We got to call people. We got to talk to people.
Definitely.
We got to let them know this is real.
Yeah.
And we there for you.
Yeah.
And hopefully they there for me.
Right.
Because I know it's times when, you know, I'm a little down, and I'm thinking like, man, this is unbelievable.
Right.
Such and such just died.
Right.
My cousin's sick.
Right.
My aunt's in the hospital.
Right.
You know, and I'm talking my real family.
Right.
My cousin just called me.
Right.
I didn't even know he was sick.
Yeah.
And I kept putting it off. I'm gonna call him tomorrow. I'm gonna call him tomorrow. Don't do that. Call.
Right. Yeah. Get at your people, man.
Call your nieces and nephews.
Listen.
Hug your kids. And don't forget to tell people you love them. Because, and you know, we do that all the time. That's just how we roll.
Yeah.
You know, because it's real. I remember I used to watch all the time. You never know. You always tell somebody you love. And that's like, yeah. Not no more.
Hey, listen, man. I'll tell you that my life, right, has been such a it's been more than beautiful.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's been more than beautiful because I get the opportunity right now to speak to people in the masses. I mean, we've always spoke to people. Right. We always been on the forefront of grassroots programs.
Absolutely.
But now being able to talk to people in China and Korea and Asia, you know, all over the place, it's unbelievable the stuff that we practiced growing up.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
I remember your mother telling me how important it was to say I love you on the way out and on the way in.
Oh yeah, open door policy.
You know what I mean? Like it just brought something out of you, right? And we've been practicing these things for so long, and it's crazy because when people look at us and they think that we practice sports, or like when they see us, they associate us with sports. Like these guys is football guys. Like, I remember coaching basketball. They're like, no, they football guys. But we loving people.
Oh yeah.
We got so much love to give.
Yes,
we want to give so much love, man. We've always given from ourselves. And it's crazy because all of this stuff goes back to that, right? The reflection of how you behaved or who you were prior to this.
Right.
How you going to be when you come out of it. You know what I mean? You got to think about these things.
Absolutely.
You got to think about who you touching, how you feeling, what you saying, what you doing. Because it's magnified by 10 now.
Absolutely.
Right? It's magnified by 10. And so what we've always been doing and what we're going to continue to do and what we love to do is, like you said, be there.
That's
be open. Be transparent.
That's right.
Shed the love. Tell
That's
people you love them. Give them a call. Tell them what you're doing. Tell me what you're doing.
Right.
Hit me on the inbox.
Yeah.
Holler at me.
Yeah, what you cooked tonight.
What you cooked today? I want to know. I need some ideas.
Yeah. Oh, give me that recipe.
Give me that recipe. I hit my man up on IG the other day. I said, "Bam, I need the recipe. I see you working. I want the recipe." You know what I mean? So stuff like that. And I think that's the way, what you talked about in the beginning, the way we're going to band together.
Right.
Right? Don't let the media, man, don't let news and don't let these politicians dictate to you or who you should be and how you should feel. Right?
No.
They fine and well. They in their homes giving
right.
you these statistics.
Right.
You know what I mean? And what they doing. And
Right.
you out here.
That's right.
You living it.
You
You,
gotta go
don't
to
have
work.
certain resources.
Right. You gotta go to work.
You gotta go to work. And even if you don't, and you
Right.
got a great employer, you know,
Right.
we have a great employer that we
Right.
work for.
Right.
You know what I mean? You still need to love,
Yes.
right? You still need
Absolutely.
you still need to express what you
Yes.
and not get caught up,
Right.
you know, in scare tactics.
And it's beautiful weather.
It's
This
beautiful.
is the time we out. Listen, we didn't have a winter,
No, missed that.
right? And here it is. Now it's time to get the grill going. It's time to start thinking about family reunions and stuff. So we need to start still planning like those
Yeah,
things.
man.
And for those who lost someone during this crisis, yo, listen, we love you
Yeah,
and we here for you.
and we praying for you.
Absolutely.
The power of prayer,
Yes.
what you could touch and move and heal
Right.
through prayer.
Right.
You know what I mean? And being able to pray and I mean being able to pray for someone who passed. I mean, you physically can't stand there and see them in their casket or go and touch. You know, but you could pray for them.
That's right.
And that's gonna go a long way.
It's gonna go a
You know what I
long
mean?
way.
It's gonna go a long way.
And you know, people always say, "Oh, they're in a better place." Now I always believe that.
Yeah,
I always believe
for
that.
sure.
That they're in a better place.
For sure.
And some people say, "Oh, they got their wings." You know,
Yeah.
they got all different types of sayings. You know. And to me, being a person who meditates and understands the power of meditation, I always tell people this. Anytime I did a meditation class for those who didn't come. When this thing is over, make sure you're there. But one of the things we talked about in a meditation class is how to get within yourself. How to, when you at that peak of frustration, when you at that peak of I can't take it anymore,
Right.
how to calm yourself down, right? And start thinking about how good the flowers smell.
Oh man.
How beautiful the sun is.
Oh man.
How beautiful that person you lost is.
Mm.
And what they brought to the world. Because we all here for just a short
Right.
amount of time. And
True.
then we out of here.
True.
So the most important thing for us to do at this time is to bring something to the world. So when
Right.
we leave it, we leave a legacy.
Right.
You know, they'll be talking about Hamza forever.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Yeah. They'll be talking about the prophet's Uncle Hamza, not this Hamza.
No, they.
But-
Well, that's the reason why you took that name, because you're a powerful
Yeah,
dude.
but mashallah.
Alhamdulillah.
But and on that note as well too, you send dolphins off in your brain
Absolutely.
when you have feel good vibes.
Feel good.
Remember your grandmother or somebody back in the day used to say to you, it take more energy to frown than to smile, right? It take more energy to frown than smile. And when you learn the anatomy and the
Right.
muscle structure of the skeleton,
Talk
right?
about it.
You find out, it's harder to frown than it is
right.
to smile.
That's
You know what I
right.
mean? You use different muscles. So keep a smile on your face, keep a uplifting heartbeat, you know, and don't be scared to be emotional, right?
right.
Don't be scared to call up a
Right.
friend
Right.
and cry on their shoulder.
That's right.
Don't be scared to get on, social media and you ain't got to go ham, but go out there and let the people know I'm here.
That's
I'm
right.
still here. My friends and family, you know what I mean, and reach out, touch somebody, through those avenues, and I think those things are gonna help us. It's so much information.
Yeah. I know. We can't do it all in one show.
It's so much information out here.
Yes.
It's so many people stepping up right now.
Yes, it is.
Giving you, I just got a celery recipe of juicing. This guy been juicing celery since 1975.
Wow.
He's a doctor. Yo, the benefit in celery juice, man.
Listen, I don't know if you read that article about the cure in Africa. You know, in Africa they don't really have this virus.
Yeah, I've been hearing different
it
stories.
may be 100 people in the whole
Right.
continent
Right.
of 1 billion people.
I've been hearing the stories. Yeah.
Talk about it.
Huh?
Somebody doing something. Think about what they put. They put curry in their food. They put all those things you talked about.
Right.
That's what they eat.
Right. And what they eat.
What we eat.
Oh, no,
McDonald's.
you already know.
We
Chicken Shack, fried chicken.
Chicken Shack, fried.
Let me get 12 wings.
King. Anywhere you could drive in, that's what we eat.
Yeah,
at.
we eat that.
No, we have to change that. You're right. No, you're right.
And let me tell you something. The hardest thing is not doing it.
Yes.
Right? The hardest thing is not doing it. If you want to make a change, if you believe that it's possible for you to be different than you was yesterday
Yes.
in a more benefiting way, you can do it.
Yes, you could.
And right now you could really do it because it ain't really that much pressure on you, right? Peer pressure almost out the door too.
Yeah,
so now if you got something you want to do, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is the time to do it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But changing your dietary structure is gonna help you mentally, right?
Yes.
Changing the way the time you spend, right, meditating, taking that time to really just sit there and meditate and ponder on life.
Yes.
Man, smelling the roses
Right.
is a real thing. Smelling your roses is a real thing. You know what I mean? And you can get those things and those sensations, and you can have those vibes, and you can spread that love during this time.
Yeah.
Don't let this time drag you down. I talked about this on the last episode. Stress. Stress is you think COVID-19 to get you, stress should tear your ass up. Excuse my language.
No, it will.
Into two. You know what I mean?
Stress is the number 2 killer.
Come on, man. And so try to knock that chip off your shoulder. Stay in tune with HLCTV because we're here for you. We're going to give you information. We're going to drop stuff on you. It's not always going to be videos or talking. Maybe sometime we just put out a hit on, some home remedies or some home workouts or something that you could gravitate to take into your life on an everyday basis. But what I want to say is this. I'm very proud of what is going on out here with the majority of the people. Right. And everybody can't get a pat on the back and an attaboy. But the lady that I see get up every morning and leave out the building with her mask and gloves on, she takes the bus and she comes home the same way. I'm very proud of her. I'm happy that I know her. And I'm happy that she's doing what she's doing to protect herself. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it's a lot of people doing that.
A lot of nurses.
Right. And I want to take my hat off and I want to give thanks to them and shout outs to them. The frontline workers, we love you. One other thing, too, to my people. Please, 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 please. Stop throwing your gloves and masks on the ground.
Yes.
Wrap them up in a bag or something and throw them away in the garbage.
Yes.
Right? If you take your gloves off and they've been contaminated on the ground, somebody's got to pick that up, or that contamination is there. It's not going to just disappear. Right? So do us a favor. Your PPE, store it the proper way. Make sure that you throw your gloves in the garbage and your face mask in the garbage. You're doing us a favor, but continue to wear them and continue to keep them on. Continue to keep practicing good health. That's right. And mental health and try to stay as grounded as possible. And like I said, hit the show up. It's going to be on Facebook. It's on Facebook. Yeah.
It's on Facebook at Hamza Life Change TV. And it's on YouTube at HLCTV.Channel.
Right. And when you go to YouTube, and I've been sending this, and I hope I'm not getting on your nerves. I know I've been DMing a lot of people, and I've been hitting you in your inbox with the link to the YouTube. I would really love for you to go to the YouTube, hit the button for subscribe. Yeah, subscribe. Like and add a comment, right? This gets us more gravity into what we're trying to do. It reaches us out. It gets broader, and we're able to give this information to more people when you push those buttons. So do us a favor. Go on to Instagram. We're going to throw all our feeds up, right? And go on there and like these things and push them so that we can get them out more to the masses. I appreciate you. I love you. Any last words, Ahmed?
Hey, just like we said, reach out. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like. Hit those buttons, because a lot of times people watch the video and they don't like it or they don't leave a comment. And what happens in this situation when you don't do that is we can't grow. Right. So in order for us to grow, you have to participate.
Yeah, you got to participate, right? Yeah, you got to have some influence.
And share.
Yeah, share it.
Share it to all your friends.
You say you love it, why not? You know what I mean? So this is Hamza Abbas here with Ahmed Ishmael, and this HLC TV. My health matters. Love ya.
Peace.